27 minutes out of my phone. After I finish this video, I'm gonna upload this video and I'm going to what? Um, Go to the store, get a pack of smokes, obviously. Well, my stepfather took my pack of smokes, so I'm gonna ask him to give me back my pack of smokes. Obviously, he took my pack of smokes because he caught me smoking in the house. Yeah, yeah. Hi, it's so cool hearing your story. Yeah. So think about this. For 8 years, I thought I had an STD. I was depressed. I cried tears. I cried. I was depressed, obviously. Finally, what? Finally, what? Finally, late 2018, I go to the doctor, and I was the doctor says there's nothing wrong with me. You're fine, Ivan. I found that I'm healthy, obviously. I'm gonna go bang a chick. So I was feeling good. And I ended up passing the test. I still went home, obviously. I chose not to bang the girl, obviously. And then later on, I found out that I'm God. That I'm God, obviously. I found that I'm God through my videos. The Black Panther thing too, obviously. Okay, if I can make easy money, if I can make if I can have the whole world go crazy about Black Panther, there must be something unique about me, obviously. I figured it out. Yeah, I forgot to puzzle the game. Oh, I must be God, obviously. And there's something special about VJ. She must be a God. She must be my wife. And obviously, VJ is my wife, obviously. So think about this. I'm happy. I found out that I'm God. I find out that what? I find out that I had SC. I find out that what? I find out that I'm healthy and I'm happy, obviously. And I found out later on VJ is my wife. And I'm like, okay, VJ is my wife. Why are we separated? And I'm like, oh my god, like for fuck's sake, I thought I had an STD for 8 years. I'm finally happy. I finally know I'm healthy, and now I found VJ is my wife. Okay, why am I separated from VJ, man? What the fuck's going on here? And I'm like, oh my god, the world's envious, obviously, because they're envious of me with this relationship. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I found later on, okay, if I'm God, that means I have a miracle birth. There has to be a significance of me being born to this family. This family must be a special family, obviously. They're the guy figured out they're the gatekeepers, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, okay, if VJ's separate from me and the world's envious, um, chances are something horrific happened in Hollywood. The world's covering it up, obviously. Yeah, I'm like, okay, VJ had boyfriends. She obviously fucked those guys. It's common sense. I figured, okay, VJ. There's pictures of VJ holding Reeve Pearson. She had boyfriends. She obviously fucked those guys. I'm like, there's something tells me. I'm like, I have a feeling something horrific happened in Hollywood, and something fucking messy. And the world did their best. I remember when I started to figure it out. I saw everyone around Elmer. They were giving me. When I was starting to wake up, they're like, "Fuck, man, Ivan's starting to wake up. If Ivan finds out about the mess with his wife and finds out he has to die, he's pieced the fuck out. Yeah, man, you guys knew. Yeah, if Ivan's lost and he starts waking up and he finds out like his wife, he finds out about the mess, and then he has to die, his wife. Ivan's piecing the fuck out. Yeah, man, piecing the fuck out, man. You guys knew I pieced out. Yeah, and you guys did your best to cover it up. I see people downtown like they're like one only. They're covering it up, obviously, but they knew the mess happened, obviously, because they knew, yeah, if I found out about the mess, and that he has to die with his wife, he's piecing the fuck out. Yeah, man, you guys knew if I found about the mess with my wife, that I have to die with my wife, I'm piecing the fuck out, man. You guys knew this, obviously. Obviously. And the moment I found out about the mess, I cried heavy tears, man. I cried heavy, heavy tears. I'm like, oh my god, like, it's a shitty feeling knowing everyone, a lot of men touch your wife, obviously. You know what I'm talking about. I cried heavy tears, obviously. I cried all night long, man. I cried. It was a shitty feeling. Oh my god, so many men touched VJ, and I cried. And VJ was crying too. I cried heavy tears, obviously. I'm like, oh my god, and it finally hit my mom. And I cried heavy tears, obviously. So I found later on my family are the gatekeepers. I found later on I'm sorry my wife. I found that about the mess that VJ served for me, obviously. And I applied to that modified job, and I want to get those hours. And later on, I find out that I get like I got like 8 hours a month, and I'm like, oh my god, the doors are locked on me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So everything for Ivan O'Mara is always bad news for Ivan O'Mara, man. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck did I do? What did I do to what did I do to this world, man? What the fuck did I do? This place is fucking crazy, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I worked at beer market, that one woman's like, you should share. She just told me randomly, you should share and all stuff. She just said that randomly. I'm like, the fuck? What do you mean share? I'm not fucking sharing with you. You know what I'm saying? Then I figured out about X. I figured out that everyone around the world has STDs, and I'm the only one who's holy because I'm from the sky. like Jesus, obviously. Jesus is holy and the humans are dirty, obviously. And I'm like, okay, VJ's my wife. She's obviously holy like me. I saw pictures of VJ crossing her hands with an axe. I'm like, okay, VJ must. If a lot of men in Hollywood touch her, she must be infected, obviously. I figured out about the world seeing hell, all that stuff. Okay, VJ sees hell, obviously. And I figured out, okay, for me to save VJ, for VJ to see the light, I had to die. Just like Jesus died for his bride in the Bible. I figured it out, yeah. There must be some symbolism to the story of Jesus. Jesus dying on the cross for the sins of the world. Ivan Omer is dying, Jesus dying for his bride, obviously. Ivan Omer dies for his wife. For VJ to see me, I had to die. And I figured it out, oh my god. I remember what that woman said, you should share and all stuff. Okay, if the world's envious and they cause this mess in my life, and they separate me, they obviously don't want me and VJ being together. They're gonna trap me with sharing her death to be with my wife. I figured it out, man. And I remember when I went, and then once I figured out all this bad stuff started to happen in my life. Once I figured out all this bad stuff started to happen in my life, obviously, this is when I knew you guys were the world's reprobate. They're blind by their envy. That's when I knew you guys. And when a woman said you have to pay for that, so you know what I went through in my life. You knew I was a virgin. I never been in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I never had a high school girl. You knew I thought I was depressed. I thought I had an STD. You knew the doors were locked on me. And that woman has the guts to tell me you caused that mess in my life. And that woman at the theater has the guts to say you have to pay. She gave me this evil look. You have to pay for that. This evil look. And everyone I saw Avengers Infinity, where everyone around the theater was hating on me. They were hating on me like crazy, obviously. And that's when I knew, oh my god, the world's reprobate. They're blind by their envy. Yeah, that's why I knew the world's reprobate. You guys are reprobate. You're consumed with your envy. You don't see your evil. You're just completely blind by your envy. You're crazy fucking people, obviously. And once I figured out all this bad stuff started happening in my life, that was when I knew you guys are reprobate people and you guys are nothing but a mess who I made. You're fucking reprobate people. You're nothing but a mess who I made. You're reprobate people, man. And that's when I knew you guys were wicked people. I'm like, yeah, the world's reprobate. They're blind. And they're morally evil, wicked people. And that's where I get that idea in the Bible. How the wicked are separated from God. Yeah, because you guys are wicked people, man. You're nothing but a mess who I made, man. You're fucking evil people, man. So after causing that mess in my life, you guys still want me to share with my wife, man. That's how I know you guys are blind by your envy. You're crazy people. You don't see your evil. Yeah, we don't see the evil because we're consumed with it and we all want you so bad. Well, yeah, you focus on the envy so much that you don't see the outside evil. You already caused that fucked up mess in my life with my wife, and after causing that mess, you still want me here to share with the whole world forever, man. Because you guys are crazy people. You're nothing but a mess who I made, man. You're crazy psychopaths, obviously. And you want me to be a porn star after. You're willing to turn this Virgin Man into a porn star, to be his wife and kill him to be his wife, and you sabotage his channel. So after doing all this to me and VJ and killing me, there's nothing worse than that. You kill an innocent man. You sabotage my child. You don't talk about me. You still think me and VJ are gonna save you and make views for you because you guys are. That's how I know you guys are reprobate people. You're crazy psychopaths. You're nothing but a mess of who I made, man. You're crazy fucking people. You're nothing but a mess of who I made, man. I thought it'd be cool to talk a little bit about my story. Stay tuned for my video tomorrow. I'll be making my final announcement, guys. My second last video, guys, tomorrow. I'll have it come in 2 parts. And I'll talk about my life tomorrow. The kind of amazing with that. I thought it'd be cool to give you a little preview today. Obviously. Let me go back talking about Sky Source. Okay. Enough about talking about my life. Let's see, right? Me and VJ are going to be living the extreme life when we start Sky Source. You're looking at something top notch for the life me and VJ are going to live, man. Look at something amazing. Unheard of amazing life me and VJ are going to live. It's been crazy. Me and VJ are going to be featured on the ad shoots for the what? You're going to see me and VJ featured on the ad shoots. So once I start Sky Source, you're going to see the launch of the website, obviously. I have the keys, you guys will know. The web designer launches, the website gets launched, obviously. I tell the web designer, hey, code a better website than Netflix. He codes this amazing website. I don't know, 3 months go by, and the photographers get me and my wife and 17, and the directors, if they're hired, obviously. We do the professional ad shoots. I want to do the first ad shoot in my condo, in the terrace. In the terrace outside. Hey, let's do the first ad shoot in my condo. In my condo, inside my condo or outside. I might do it inside my condo. I might do it in my condo, or not, or not. Maybe not. We can just do it in a studio, but we'll see what happens. I do my first ad shoot, and me and VJ get together. We do this nice professional ad shoot. We hire a makeup artist to put makeup on us. Me and VJ are featured on the first ad shoots together, obviously, with the 7 team and the photographers and the directors. And you see those pictures featured on the website, as well as a billboard in front of my office. Holy shit! Look at I and VJ. So you guys are gonna be looking at those ads, tuning into the website every day, looking at those ads. Obviously, oh my god, it's so cool seeing I and VJ featured on the ads. Yeah, we look like fucking badass models. Obviously, it looks like top notch. Obviously, right? And yeah, man. Me and VJ, the doc team's filming me and VJ at our condo. At our 100 whatever condo. You're gonna see the glimpse of me and VJ's condo. 17 with their nice house. I don't know, the 17 will probably stay in a motel for a good like 2-3 months. Easily afford it. They're staying in a motel. They can stay at a cheap motel for good like three months, whatever it is, and then once they save up some money, they can buy their house. Buy their nice like $2 million, $3-4 million house in Vancouver, obviously. Because to buy a house, you have to put a down payment on it, obviously. To buy a $2 million house, you have to put like a what? You have to put like a what? Like a minimum of like a $100,000 down payment on it. As a 17, we're gonna have to save some money to buy the house, obviously. You have to put like a minimum 5% down payment on a house or something like that. As a 17, we're gonna have to save some money, obviously. Okay, in order for you to save money, guys, I recommend you stay in a motel. A nice, I don't know, a nice. If you're making $25,000 a week and $50,000 every 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? With easily what? Easy afford to stay in a motel with your family for a good month. Easily affordable. Only cost you a couple $1,000s for the month. Easy affordable. Hotel's more expensive. Hotel's a big cost in your budget. But a motel, you can stay in a nice motel. Hey guys, you can stay in a nice motel. You know, so I'll pay them the $25,000 bonus. I want they have money for themselves. $20,000 that we have money for themselves. When you get your first check, you guys can stay in a motel with your family for a good month or two. And then once you guys save some money, you can buy your house. Obviously, you can buy your nice house. The secretaries are gonna buy a nice like $2 million house around there, and the other 5 will buy like a nice like $4 million house. A nice like 4. I showed you pictures of kind of. They'll buy like a nice $4 million house in Vancouver. Obviously, you're gonna see the doc team filming the 17's life at their house too. Hey man, I want you filming that whenever the 17 buy their house. I want you filming that process. The 17 go to the bank, they purchase. Yeah, I want to buy this house. They hire a real estate agent. They go house shopping. This is our dream house, and they buy the house in a nice ass house in Vancouver. They buy their nice cars, their nice Benz, a nice BMW, a nice Porsche. See the 17 buying a nice house. Yeah, man, they're gonna be living the life. So you're talking about the 17 are rich. They're living the celeb life, and even their wealth compared to me and my wife is pocket change. You're gonna see the 17 living their lavish life, living in their nice $4 million, $2 million house, and driving a nice cars. And even their wealth is pocket change compared to me and VJ's wealth. Yeah, me and VJ are gonna be multi-billionaires. Look at something top notch. That's the amazing life me and VJ are gonna live. Yeah, we're gonna live an amazing life, obviously. Right. So I only want the doc team filming what? I want the doc team filming the takeouts the first year. So the takeouts with the 17. When I take out the doc team doesn't have to film that because the doc team are going to want to party up with me and my wife, obviously. So I don't have to film the takeouts with the doc team. But the doc team get to party up my condo too, obviously. But I want them filming the takeouts with the 17, as well as them party up my condo. The head chefs, photographers, graphic designers, and web designers when they party up my condo. Film all that. If you can even film the party and the takeouts too. You don't have to film the people overseeing the extras. You don't have to film that. And I want them filming the signings for the 17. So when the 17 sign that contract, I want them filming that. I want them filming when the head chefs, web designers, graphic designers, and photographers sign their contracts too. I'll pay you $400,000 to cook food for my company. I'll pay you $300,000 as a web designer. I'll pay you $300,000 as a graphic designer. I'll pay you $350,000 as a photographer. You're gonna see me and VJ. Me and VJ signing those contracts, obviously, with the because they're my main people. So the doc crew, the 17 and the designers and all the designers and head chefs and all them, they're all my main people. That's why all those guys get to party up my condo. and I want the doc team filming all that. The signs for those guys as well as the takeouts and the parties. And again, you're gonna see trending pictures of me and VJ during this process, obviously. Whereas the people overseeing the actions, they don't have to film that. They don't have to film. They don't have. They don't have to film that. They don't have to film that. They don't have to film that. Obviously, you don't have to film everything. And I want them filming when me and my wife are at our condo the first year, some scenes at our house, and when as well as what, as well as the head chefs prepping, planning the menu. I want them filming that the first year. The web designer launching the website, coding the website. I want them filming that. The website launch, obviously. The photographers doing the ad shoots and the web design, the graphic designers adding pictures. I want them filming some of that. We got the behind the scenes of the first year, obviously. So right, and the first year, I want the doc team. Yeah, I want you to release a one trailer for what took place the first year, as well as me writing my script, VJ doing the 7 doing the 17 do making the business calls, VJ making the business calls, me and VJ doing the console arts with the Switch developers, with John Howell, Alan Lee, and all of them in the console art room in the other building, and as well as Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson if they're hired. High chance I'll hire them. Want to film Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson if they went to taking their direct notes in their hotel. I want them filming that too, obviously, right? Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll hire the assistant director, and the assistant director will be with Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson in their hotel. They're gonna share one room. They're gonna stay in the same room, and that way the assistant director can help Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson take their directing notes. They go over the scenes and take their directing notes. And it's good to hire an assistant director to help you out. That way you're not stressed out, obviously. So Peter Jackson's hired, but hey man, who's the best assistant director to help you? He tells me the best assistant director to help him. I pay him or her a nice $500,000, and he can take the directing notes with Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson. That way they know, obviously. 10 minutes left here, guys. Yeah. Right. And then what? Yeah, so first year you're gonna get the first doc trailer of what happened, what took place the first year, obviously. You get a glimpse of the first year, obviously, like a 2.5 minute, 3 minute trailer, whatever it is. Then second year you're gonna see the actors are flown into my office. The doc team's filming them in Los Angeles, wherever they live, and they film them when they're flown to Vancouver. When they sign the contracts in the office, the doc team filming all that. The takeouts, me and my wife doing the takeouts with the actors. Mel Gibson and Peter Jackson, me and the actors, all the actors obviously going to film all that too. The interview with psychologists, all that stuff. When they sign the contracts, and when I do the takeouts with the actors, and when they part up my condo, Doc will be filming all that. Obviously, you're gonna see the party. You're gonna see my parties too. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the doc, hey, I want you filming some of the parties too, man. That way the world gets a glimpse of the parties. Wow, what it's like to see Ida and VJ partying up with the actors at their condo, their nice 100 in their condo. Yeah, if you guys are gonna see my condo in the documentary, you're gonna see my nice 100 in their condo, obviously. Right? Yeah. And second year, I only want the doc team filming the signings for the actors, just the main actors. Film the signings for the main actors, and that's it. You don't have to film the signings for the other crewmen. Film the signings for the main actors. Film the actors when they're training in Los Angeles, doing their weight training and nutritionist training the second year. Film that, obviously, and you film me and my wife's transformation in doing our weight training the second year, as well as me and VJ practicing our lines in the morning. I want the doc team filming that at our condo, obviously. As I also want them filming the 17 working in the office too, as well as the 17 at their house the second year too. Film all that, obviously. Film a bit of a personal life. You're looking at an amazing documentary, obviously. And I also want the cameraman filming the people overseeing the extras the second year too, when they're flown to Switzerland. So a good, I don't know, 40 team of people are flown to Switzerland. My 7 team are going to have to make the calls. They're going to have to rent a huge venue in Switzerland, obviously. And that's where we're going to have to put out an ad for the signings, obviously. And all the extra people signed up are going to have to meet at this huge, I don't know, a good 60,000 people are going to meet up at this venue. It's been crazy. And they're gonna what? And then they're gonna host the 40 people are gonna host a venue there. 40 people is more than enough to handle 6,000 people. It's more than enough people. how they rent the venue obviously. The 4 team are going to have to do the signups. Obviously, I'm going to have an advanced payment system where they give everyone this card and they just scan their card. They scan their card, and the people overseeing the extras get their $180. Easier that way. I'm putting $600 towards my payment system, something very, very advanced. And you might hear some noise. Some members of my family are talking outside, obviously. This has been crazy, obviously. You're also going to have to pay for the people overseeing the extras they're feeding. I'll have a buffet system for them the second year when they're Switzerland. And they're gonna all 40 people are gonna have to be staying in a hotel too. That's all part of the budget. The 17 are gonna have to make all those calls, obviously, as well as renting that venue. To rent for 60,000 people, you're gonna have to rent a huge venue, a stadium or something. I don't know. Rent a stadium or like a huge building that can fit 6,000 people. They're gonna have to rent some huge venue, and that's where all the extras are gonna meet for the signups, obviously. And the managers for the extras are gonna have to. I'm gonna hire the best people who manage extras in Hollywood. Okay, I need you guys. I don't know you guys. I'm trusting you guys. You guys are gonna have to do the signups for all 6,000 people. Give them all their cards that way, and they sign up online. And that way they get paid, obviously. And what? So they're gonna have the people who are seeing the extras are responsible for sending the extras or schedules. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're all gonna have to get their costumes too. Is you have costumes for the civilians. 17 we're going to have to make the calls to rent all those costumes. The Wolf Army, the Bat Army, the Zane Army, all those people who sign up for the extras are all going to have to get their costumes and weapons and all that stuff. It's a lot of work. 17 we're going to be hard at work, man. Hard at fucking work. That's why you pay them a nice $1 million salary and $2 million salary, obviously. That way they work hard for you. That's why the 17 are going to be hard at work, man. And the docu will be filming all this the second year. So we'll be filming me and my wife practicing our lines in the morning, obviously. Our life at our condo, obviously. 17 at their condo. 17 working during the second year, making all those business calls. Obviously, as well as they're going to be filming what? They're going to be filming the ad shoots too. The second year with the actors, the business ad shoots with the actors, the photographers preparing for that. The web designers calling the webs, the graphic designers editing pictures. They're going to be filming all that too, obviously. The actors training in Los Angeles, doing their weight nutritionist training in Los Angeles. Filming them at their house too. You got to consider their life, their transformation, all that stuff. Yeah. This will be amazing. They're also going to film me and VJ training at the gym for our training too. As me and VJ are going to be training in Los Angeles at the gym. I'll have my 17 book a private gym for me and her, and we're going to be working out for the movie, obviously, for the role, obviously. You're going to see my transformation, me losing the weight, me skinny and jacked. Yeah. And I'll have the dog team release a second trailer that year too, where you have the actors flown in. You see the actors flown in, their transformation. A nice like 3-minute doc trailer. In the third year, the doc team will be filming. Most of the doc crew will be flown to Switzerland to film everything that's going on in pre-production in Switzerland. Obviously, all departments, all sections. I want the doc team filming everything. The chefs cooking the food, the makeup artists, the costume designers, the special effects team. You know what I'm saying? The construction crewmen, building the sets. I want them filming all that, interviewing all the managers and all that stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? The cinematographers preparing the camera equipment. The directors, everything, yeah, man. Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson, all that stuff. 17, making the business calls. Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson consulting on set. I want them filming all that, obviously. I want them filming all sections. And I'll leave a good, 2-3 cameramen in Vancouver to film. Leave a good 3 to 4 cameramen in Vancouver to film me and my wife and the actors. They'll film me and my wife, and the actors doing the table reads on the yacht. Once a month parties. Me and my wife and the actors training in the building. Horse training, towel training. They want the document filming that. Filming the actors in their hotel when they're staying. I want you filming the actors when they're in their hotel too. Get a bit of their personal life in the hotel. Say, I'm so stressed out. I gotta memorize my lines and all that stuff. Yeah. Film the actors in their hotel. You can film the actors in their personal life too. When the actors are not working, the actors are obviously gonna go out to the bar and hang out. I want them filming some of that stuff too. Yeah. Film the actors in their hotel. Film me and my wife at our condo the third year too, when we're staying in Vancouver. The accountant making business calls in the office. Film all that, yeah. The once a month parties, as well as I want you filming the four training ad shoots. The third year too. The process of the photographers. I'll leave a good one photographer to do the 4 ad shoots for the third year. I'll have 2 flown to Switzerland, and I'll leave one photographer to what? Behind. One photographer behind to take the pictures for the ad-shoots. It'll be a bit more work for the one photographer, but I want those two photographers planning the weekly ad-shoots with the graphic designers and photographers in Switzerland. I want you going over the script, planning what kind of ads you want for the weekly ad-shoots. I don't pay you for nothing, man. And the one photographer will stay in Vancouver, and he'll be taking the training ad-shoot pictures. And the doctor will be filming the process of all that, the training ad-shoots. The photographers, you know what I'm saying, planning. You guys know what I'm talking about. You see the feature. Photographers planning the ad shoots to film all that, yeah. As well as I have to have one graphic designer stay behind too. One graphic designer stays behind at the pictures, obviously. And my web designer will be with me in Vancouver because I need him to code the website, constantly update the website. So he'll be with me, my web designer. As I don't need my web designer in what? My web designer in because the web designer doesn't have to plan anything with the designers, because all the web designer does is just code the pictures and all that stuff. Whereas the photographers and graphics are going to have to discuss what kind of pictures they want for the weekly action. Because all the web designer does is just code the pictures. And so web designers can be with me in Vancouver. I need him because he's going to have to update the website for what? The ad shoots and stuff. I need my web designer with me, obviously. And the doctor will be filming all that. I'm gonna release one trailer. So I'm gonna release 6 trailers for the documentary. 6 trailers. About 6 trailers around there. Yeah. Obviously. So I want you releasing a trailer for the 3rd year, as well as a trailer for the 4th year for production, as well as 1 trailer for post-production. So a good 5-6 trailers for the documentary. That's it. Yeah, man. With it for this video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my video tomorrow. I'll be making my final announcement, guys. It'll be my second last video before I end my series for good, guys. I am done after this. My wife, John for Joy, and some Multicom King, she came with me. It's Ivan Omer. I'm going to upload this video. Get a lot of my old videos, and take a shower, go to the store, buy a pack of smokes, come back and enjoy the show. Ivan Omer, stay tuned for my videos tomorrow, guys. It's my final announcement, guys, as I'm ending my series very, very soon. So Ivan Omer, I am signing out. Peace.